So I got some black felt, and I only need it about this big. So what I do is roll this on here. I need to cut it a little bit longer, so I do that. And then I measure and I cut this way. Now I don't do measurements, I don't do it in cooking unless I have to. I just don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this where I can see where I need to go. Just like that. I'm gonna put these to the side. It's not quite straight enough, so I cut it to fit. I want it square or rectangle. Now I'm gonna make this the back. Now you can use a black sock if you want to. But I just had this felt, so I'll put it on right now. Try not to use a very hot glue temperature with this because it will melt. This is very thin. This one comes from Walmart. So I'll put it on the fabric and then put it on here. And I'll hold it for a few minutes. Now the bottom I'm going to do is glue it in. Because I am going to put something on this bottom. I'm going to probably get some cardboard and put some felt over it and have it where its little toes are sticking out right here. So I'm going to hold this down for a few minutes so the glue can set up. Okay, so we know right here is the front. So we're going to look again, see what we need to do. So that looks about right. Okay, so I got one of these ping pong balls and it does have writing. So I'm going to put it right here. Whoops. Now I'm not going to glue the hat on yet because I'm going to put some arms on him and a beard. Now I've already loaded this up with some blush. I think I need to go get some darker blush. Okay, so I use this really darker blush and I'm just going to blush his nose. Okay, we had this piece left over from the hat, so I'm gonna cut this off where the seam is. I'm trying to get it straight. There we go. Get this one straight. This is gonna be his arms. Sure everything is straight as you can get it. And this one needs a little bit of straightening. You want to leave enough because you're going to fold this over. So make sure you leave enough. Okay, I'm going to take this end and I'm going to glue this down. Be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, so I'm going to roll it again and again. Now I'm just going to glue it right here because I want to see if I need to cut some of the arm down. I'll put some right here. And so I probably need to cut it right there because he's going to be holding something. So I take, and I want to make this one the same size. So I know where to cut it. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to this one. Now you don't have to do these extra hemming like I'm doing. I just think it looks neat, more neat this way. And you can also make this arm a little bit bigger and put some stuffing in it. You want to leave a little space at the end because you want to, I'm going to use these for his hand. So you want a little space at the end for that. Secure that down. Just kind of check it, make sure they're even. You want this seam inside. Okay, so I want to try the hat on. Now this hat's going to be glued up here over his nose and down this way. So to see where I need to put his hands, his arms, make sure that it's up under there to cover that up, and it is. And I'm going to go on and glue these down. Now that seam is going to show this way, but we're going to pull his arms in, and he's going to hold something. Make sure they look like the other one. Now if you do get them a little longer like I did, it's okay, because like I said, I'm going to pull this arm out. Okay, so I'm going to go on and glue this around his nose. Because we have to leave room for his beard. So I'm just going to glue it like that. Then I'm going to turn him over in the back. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, just enough to hold him. Okay, so I'm going to take this fur, and he's going to have a beard. So I'm going to cut this off. I need to turn it this way so I can see. And I lean my scissors over so I don't cut the fur. This is a budget-friendly craft. It's great for gifts. Now that's as far as I'm going to cut it right now. Cut this off. Now then, I'm going to measure. Now you're not going to see this because we're going to figure that thing out. We don't want to see it. So, but his beard I think would look better going this way. So I forgot how long it was. It needs to be. I'm going to cut this from the back and try to cut the fabric. And that's how you do it when you're cutting this, because if you cut it on the other direction, you know that it's gonna get some of the fuzzy stuff off that you don't want, the beard. Cut the rest of that off. That's Alexa telling me to call a friend or something. So I'm gonna see how this one looks up under here. I don't know, I think I kind of like it better this way, but just comb it down. And so I want it to go up under his hat. So put a little glue there. And I'm gonna hold it for a minute. And just a little bit under the nose. And up under here. Just remember to kind of not have a very hot glue gun. Now, this one is a hot glue gun, but I'm being very cautious. If you think you could do that, that would be great. Got to cut the glue out of his hair. You're gonna have to get a comb or just comb it, finger comb it. Okay, so now we can put it on the hat. So I'm going to start right here. Put this on a little bit more up closer to the nose. Right like that. You can glue that right there if you want to. Try to move his hair out of the way. Then I'm going to turn him over and finish gluing him.